Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 11th, 2021. It's Veterans Day. Let's do a quick market prep. Market is still open on Veterans Day. Stock market is open. Bonds are closed. So with that, let's do a quick market update. Let's spot few trends with the ETFs and look at few stock charts and look at the beaten down stocks, also low price stocks with a lot of room to run. And let's look at few top stocks with a high short ratio, insider buy, institutional buy, and few other trends here. And also look at the best way to grow your portfolio safely with rule of 40, positive net margin, and low debt. So with that, let's get started here. From a market action perspective, today market was a little bit down, as you can see here. Dow Jones down 240, Nasdaq down 263, and S&P 500 also down 38. So big news on this red hot CPI number, and fear of inflation is still within people's mind. That's why stock market, down big time today. And futures are pointing to a little bit flat to down opening here. We'll see how it pans out. This can change quickly. So with that, let's jump in here. Look at few stock news here. So market is dropping because there is a spike in the bond yields. As bond yields rise, we get more money by investing in the treasury. That's why people sell stocks and go to bond market. And also, this is induced by this red hot inflation data here. The CPI number came in a little hot. And from a stock news perspective, we got JD here. They want to boost overseas investment, and they also want to challenge Amazon.com. Let's see how it goes. And then we got Elon Musk here. He's selling $5 billion Tesla stock here. It could be for various reasons. It's okay for the exec to sell some of their own stocks. We'll see how it will impact Tesla. And then you got Rivian here. Rivian went IPO here. It's worth more than Ford and Honda. So we got to be careful here. Probably let's wait for it to cool off a little bit and then we can jump in. And as you look through here from a news perspective, we got Affirm here. They surge after company expands Amazon relationship and delivers upbeat earnings. Because the whole market is down today, even though they did well, stock still came down 15%, as you can see here. So we'll watch how it goes here. Affirm is a great stock. It's good to buy on this downtick here. RSI is 57. Even up here, I think it's okay to buy slowly. And then you got Beyond Meat here. They dropped 19% here. Poor quarter, weak outlook. As you can see here, stock down, and the stock is down big time. RSI is pretty low. It may be okay to slowly buy, but understand this may be a long-term buy. They still have some challenges around the supply chain and their execution. And then we got here Zillow. Zillow's rivals Open Door and OfferPad both rally after sales and forecast beat the street. And these folks are still, doing this house buying and selling or flipping, as you call it. But they did not go as big scale as Zillow. I think they are still safe here. As you see here, Open Door dropped today, and also OPAD also dropped today, low RSI. You could still buy these stocks up here, not expensive here. And then we have Disney Plus here. The subscriber slows down here, and it may stay slow until next summer. That's why stock falls here. As you can see here, it's a little bit drop here, but I would be a buyer of Disney here. I think bad news is already in the market here. Right now RSI 55. You could buy some Disney slowly as more and more people take shots here, and kids take COVID shots. I'm sure the parks will open up nicely. And then you got Duolingo, one of my favorite stock here, DOOL. And the stock, they had a narrower than expected loss here. Stock went up a little bit. I think it's a good stock here. We should look to buy this stock here. Low RSI, as you can see here. Okay to buy this stock. And then you got SoFi here. SoFi is a great fintech play here. Their earnings are higher. I think it's a good one here. I think we should take advantage of this drop here and buy some SoFi, just $20 stock here, and go from there. And then we got Bumble here. Bumble is a dating website. Shares sink despite of beating the revenue estimate here. Right now, Bumble is down 6.1% in one day. And you got app loving APP. Their stock rises, but as you can see here with the entire market coming down, this also came down a little bit. I'd be waiting for a little pullback here. RSI 76 is a little high for me. I'd be willing to wait a little bit and then buy APP here. This was down big time a month ago. Now came back up nicely, as you can see here. RSI is 76 now. And then we have Wish here, co-founder stepped down. As you see, Wish stock is down 7% here. You could slowly buy here. It's a contrarian play here. The stock tend to go up and down wildly. We'll see how it goes. So with that, let's jump into Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade and look at the market update and take it from there. So as you can look through here, futures perspective, futures are pointing to a little bit higher right now. This changes, from time to time. Right now it's higher. It might come down later. And as you scan through here, we got Nasdaq. Nasdaq is also a little bit higher after 2 down days here. And same story with the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is actually down 30 here. We'll see how it goes. And Russell 2000 is also down here. Little bit 0.40 down here. We'll see how it goes. There are some great bargains in the market. As stock market drops like this, there are very good opportunities we can buy. And let's look at the bond market here and go from there. So from a bond market perspective, as you see here, bonds kind of coming down, as you can see here. As bond comes down, yields go up. So as you see here, the yield, which is a 10-year note here, 10-year treasury, that's going higher here. So that's why, as the yields go higher, the stock market comes down because people swap out of stock market into yields or the bond market here. That's why as bond drop, people buy bonds here and get some nice yield here. That's why the stock market is a little bit down here. We'll see how it goes and take it from there. And as you look through crude oil here, crude oil is doing okay here. I think even up here it's high. Good to wait for a little pullback here. And then you got gold here. Gold is doing great here. I would wait for a little pullback. Gold always gives you opportunity to buy here. There are some great gold stocks like GOLD and KL and few others you could buy at these levels here. But I would wait for a little pullback when gold drops like this. That's when you jump in and buy some gold stock and then take it from there. Now we'll go into skew here. Let's see how is skew, and then we'll go to a few stocks. As you look through skew here, let this come here. So skew is around 140, so that tells you you're safe here. If it goes around 150, I'll be worried. 140 is an okay level here. We'll see how it goes. I think it's an okay level here. Stocks will be a little bit trading range or a little bit down. We'll see how it goes. So with that, let's look at a few stocks here. Let's start with the big cap names here. As you look through here, Apple is down a little bit. 2.89. $2.89 here. I think Apple is right now, as you see here, RSI is 48. Apple is good to buy slowly. Below 50 RSI, it's good to buy Apple and take it from there. And then you got Microsoft here. Microsoft is a rocket ship. They're doing great, as you can see here. Now it's a little weak, as you can see here. I would be waiting for a little more pullback before I buy Microsoft. It's overbought right now. It's above this line here that tells it's overbought. Good to wait for a little pullback here. And then you got Amazon.com. Amazon is doing great, as you can see here. RSI is 55. If it comes down a little more, I would be a buyer here, but I'll wait for a little pullback here. And then got Facebook or Meta as we call it. I think Meta or Facebook is a good time to buy slowly. Right now stock is down, RSI is 45. Great time to buy some Meta or Facebook and take it from there. And let's look at a few more here and go from there. Now we got Google here. Google is a large cap stock or a mega cap stock, as you can see here. RSI is 54, a little high for me. I'll wait for a little more pullback here and then buy Google here. And then you got Netflix. Netflix, as you see here, it's RSI is 49. You could still buy some Netflix here and take it from there. And then we got Nvidia. Nvidia super red hot here. RSI is 75. As you can see here, it's on the top here. Tells you it's overbought here. I would be waiting for a pullback here. And then you got J&J. RSI is 52.7. You could still buy some J&J at these levels and take it from there. And we'll look at a few more here. So we got Tesla here. Tesla, big news. Elon Musk is selling some Tesla shares. As you can see, a big, huge drop here. Some uptick right now in the, as you can see here. I think it's a little high for me. RSI is 56. I would be waiting for a little pullback and then buy Tesla. We got AbbVie here. AbbVie is a great stock. Right now RSI is 65, a little bit hot. I would wait for a pullback here. And then you got Square. Square is a good time to buy here. RSI 35, completely oversold here. As you see here, RSI is very, very low. It's very good time to buy some Square. I will be buying some Square tomorrow if it pulls down a little bit and take it from there. And we got CrowdStrike here. RSI is 54. It's a great cybersecurity play here. For me, I would wait for a little more pullback here. As we see here, crowd always gives you opportunity to buy. I will wait for a little pullback and then buy CrowdStrike here. And we'll look at a few more here. All right, now we got our retail stocks here. We got Home Depot still up nicely. RSI 63. Let's wait for a little pullback here. And same story, the lows. It's going neck and neck with Home Depot here. Right now RSI is 64. I would wait for a little pullback here. And we got TJ Maxx. RSI is 58. Let's wait for a little pullback here. And same story, the McDonald's here. Little super hot at this time. Let's look at one or two more here and go from there. All right, now we got financials here. Financial, as you can see, at JP Morgan, RSI is 49. You could still buy some JP Morgan here and go from there. I think as bonds come down, if Fed starts stopping, buying the bond market or taper down, then the demand for bonds will go down. That can raise the interest rate, and interest rates can go higher. So if the interest rate goes higher, I think banks will make more money. That's why it's good to slowly buy JP Morgan and other banks as they come down a little bit and take it from there. And even Goldman Sachs here, low RSI, you could buy some Goldman Sachs here. And Square, as we talked about, it's completely sold off. A great buy here. And same story with PayPal. It's good to slowly accumulate some PayPal and go from there. And we look at one more here and take it from there. We got some more. We got Tesla, we already talked about, and we got other EV plays here like NIO. NIO is a great one. Anytime NIO is below $40, you could buy some NIO. It's a great one. It always goes up and down nicely. Good to buy some NIO here. Lucid, on the other hand, a little bit hot for me. I'll wait for a little pullback here. And then we got here Fisker, same story, a little hot. Let's wait for a pullback here. So with that, let's jump in and let me keep this here as it is and go into Excel spreadsheet and look at some numbers here. As you look through here, we got S&P 500 down today. We got financials, QQQ, XLE, all the major stock indices are down here. And utilities are up here, as you can see. This is where you get some nice dividend. And then you got technology down, gold is up. This is where all the defensive names like gold will go higher when the stock market drops. Consumer staples, again a defensive name here, that's going higher as you can see here. Everything else is down pretty much. That's what happens when the stock market tanks. You got your stock defensive sectors like utilities, gold, and consumer staples. They typically hold well here in this type of scenario. There are some great opportunities you could buy in this type of market and go from there. Next, what we'll do is we'll see some trends here and see how we can benefit from these trends. So with that, let's go in here and turn off this filter here. Look at some major trends. All right, so from a major trend perspective, let's sort this by volume here. We got Bitcoin here. Even though stock market is dropping, look what's happening to Bitcoin. It's holding up pretty well here. Not as bad as stock market. I think if crypto stocks falls further down, you could buy crypto. Right now, crypto is high, RSI 66. So it's good to wait for a little pullback here. On the other hand, if you keep looking here, we got your human genomic, ARC genomic fund here. That's down low RSI. And same story with the IBB or biotech. I think these two are in a buy category here. You could buy some of these stocks and take it from there. IBB, if you're a put option seller, a little bit high IB percentile here. You could get some good money by selling some put options, on a safe ETF like IBB here. And then as you scan through here, we got MJ. MJ is also, it's a little RSI, it's a little high here, but you could still buy some MJ here and some cannabis names given they're down big time. And then you got Fintech, as you see here, Fintech is down with a little bit lower RSI. You could buy some great Fintech names like PayPal, Square, and so on and so forth. And then we got one more here. We got social media. Think about Meta or Facebook. Think about Snapchat, Twitter. It's good to buy some of those names here. Given RSI is low, meaning it's sold off at this time. So with that, let's jump in here, look at the stock market, and see what we can buy in the stock market here. As you look through here, I've sorted this by volume greater than 1 million. Let me quickly double check here. As you see here, we got volume filter set to greater than 1 million here. That's set to go. And as you see here, we got here beaten down stocks. So look at the 10-day here. All this is sorted by 10-day performance here. DCPH dropped big time a couple days ago. RSI 19. I would be a contrarian at this time and buy some DCPH and go from there. As you see, your short ratio is 6% at this time. It's a good stock with a nice sales growth and gross margin. You could buy some DCPH at these levels and hold it for a while. Then you got Scala here, 83-cent stock, as you can see here. And there is no sales growth, there is no gross margin. As you scan through, it's a red all along. You got to be careful with these type of names here. It's a very low price stock here, and it's a red all over the map. Unless you're a contrarian, you could, you'd stay away from names like this one and go from there. And then you got your best here. It's a Chinese play here, $1.13. And this one also does not have any sales growth, as you can see here, and high short ratio. So you can be a contrarian in these type of scenarios and buy some best. Given there is a high short ratio, this one can go up and down. It's got backing from Alibaba co-founder. I think this one could be a good one here. You could slowly buy into it and take it from there. And then you got Chegg here. It's an online education play. As you can see, a nice sales growth and nice gross margin. A little bit high IV percentile. I would wait for a little pullback and then buy Chegg here. Then we got a few more as you can scan through. We got Peloton. You could buy some Peloton given it's a drop off big time. I'm sure it will come higher. It's a good long-term play. And as you can scan through, we got a few more great stocks here, all down big time in 10 days. Looks like because stock market is down today, very few stocks have tried to turn around here. Like Kala here, you could be contrarian and buy some Kala. Then you got Chegg and Taboola. It's also trying to bounce off here. You could look at some of those names here. And you got KD here up nicely, as you can see here, 2%. You could still buy some KD given RSI. I think RSI is not meaningful at this time here. Then you got a few more here. You could look at some of these names here. Zillow, after dropping big time, still today also it dropped a little bit. You could buy some Zillow at these levels. And then you got Poshmark here. Poshmark is down big time here. Stock is at 17. You could also slowly buy some Poshmark and hold here. And as you scan through, we got a few more here. EHTH here, after dropping big time yesterday, it's coming back up a little bit. I would be a buyer of EHTH here. I think this can be a good long-term play. Has done nicely in 5 years, as you can see here. And then you got a few more here. As you scan through, we got TIGR here, down still. You could buy some TIGR up here and take it from there. And Remark here, after dropping big time yesterday, it's trying to come back here. You could take advantage and buy some Mark here. And we got a few more as you can scan through. What we'll do is we'll start putting some filter here and make it a little more stronger and take it from there. To start with, we'll say gross margin greater than 10% here, so we get some better names. And we can go from there. So now we're getting a little more better names here. We'll also say debt to equity ratio less than 0.6 here. So we even eliminate some weaker candidates here with a lot of leverage on the balance sheet. Now we are getting somewhere here. These are some great stocks you could buy here. And if you want to focus on low dollar stocks here, we could put a filter on here and say, hey, give me low dollar stocks here. I'll say stock price less than 15. So now we get low dollar stocks, as you can see here. All these stocks are priced less than 15. We got some great names here. SaaS came down big time. I will be a little bit wary of this stock here. It's been dropping, ever since long time here. Unless you want to trade in and out, it's not a good one to hold for long term. And then as you see here, we got a few more names here. As I see, TIGR is a good one. Bluebird, I've been watching this for a long time. This keeps going down. I would not buy this at this time. As you scan through here, we've got GRNQ up very big here. I would wait for a little pullback on this one too. So today, with the market down, everything looks red here, but you could look at some names like Curie down big time today. Also, you could look at that one with nice sales growth here. Angie is a good one with the nice sales growth. If you focus on the candidate with nice sales growth here, I think that will be good. That way you don't get burned out. You could even hold it a little longer. So with that, what we'll do is we'll remove this price filter here and go even a little stronger here. Let's say we want positive quarter over quarter sales growth. So we'll even go after better candidates here. All right, so now we get better candidates here with quarter over quarter sales growth greater than 0. So you could look at some of these names here and buy slowly. I love names like ATY AcuityAds is a good one, and even Tulio is a great one. XLX is a very good stock here. So you could look at some of these names here. Keep watching your RSI is still low. Even though I did not put a filter here, I could say RSI less than 50 here. So that way you get beaten down stocks. I think all these work here. So we got PayPal, Roku is down big time. You could look at some of these names here. So with that, what we'll do next is, even PAGS is a good one here. It's a great stock to buy at these levels here. And you could look at few more names like, let's keep going down here. SGRA, very low dollar stock here. You could buy some of this as you see here, nice sales growth, nice gross margin. You could buy some of those names here. As you look through here, we got few more. What we'll do next is we'll look at high short ratio candidates and see what we can buy from a high short ratio candidates. So let me turn this filter back here, and let's also put the gross margin filter to begin with, and look at high short ratio. All right, we still have over 1 million volume filter on. Let's sort this by high short ratio here. We want largest at the top. All right, now you can see here it's coming up here. All right, so we got here high short ratio stock here. On the top of the list, we got GoTo here. GoTo, as you see here, today it's 2.91 below 3. Good time to buy some GoTo. I picked up some GoTo here, and it'll slowly go above $3, and then you can sell and make some quick trades here and there with the GoTo here. And then you got Big Five. Big Five is hot here. I would not touch it at this time here. Let this cool off a little more. And as you scan through here, we got a few more names, all with high short ratio. And what I love to do is I love to look at low RSI candidates, because some of these, it's already late. You cannot buy at these levels. Let's say RSI is less than 50, and then you'll get some great candidates you could buy. Given stock is dropped off a little bit here. So as we scan through, still we got GoTo here. Workhorse is a great one to buy, high short ratio, trying to recover as you can see here. And we got DD. DD right now it's up 10% today. When the whole market is tanking, DD is up nicely. I think it's a good one. You could buy slowly on down days. Then you got Smile Direct. After dropping big time yesterday, went up nicely today. We could buy some Smile Direct on down days and accumulate. And then you got Tattooed Chef here. It's great play here. You could buy Tattooed Chef at these levels here. RSI is 44. Tells you it's beaten down at these levels. And then as you see here, we got a few more names which are all beaten down and low RSI. So what we could do now is we could ratchet up a little bit more and say give me only gross margin greater than 10%, so that way you get stronger candidates here. Now we get companies that are making some gross margin here. These are the better plays. As you can see here, we got top of the list again, GoTo here. I love stocks like DermTech, which is a great one. Pulled back pretty heavily off late. I think it's a good one to play here. You could look at names like ThreadUp, again one of my favorite. Stock has been dropping off late. You could buy some. And we talked about Tattooed Chef. You could buy that one too. And GoodRx is a great one to buy here. Even Beyond Meat you could buy and sock it away for a while. There may be a little more downtime in or a pullback in Beyond Meat, but I think at these levels it's good to slowly buy. And you got Kala here. Kala is a very low dollar stock here. Look at the performance here. 1 year sales growth, quarter over quarter, all great here. And low RSI, a little bit high debt on the balance sheet. But this is a good one to buy and accumulate. And we got a few more as you can scan through here. You could keep watching the 1 day here. Some stocks are trying to bounce off here. RLX is a tobacco stock. I don't recommend this one. It's a Chinese play, but you could look at some safer names like Excel Fleet is a good one here. You could buy. This one also can cause a short squeeze. Right now, high short ratio. It's okay to buy Excel Fleet and accumulate slowly. And Sunworks, as you can see here, you could buy some Sunworks here. Stock is down big time. And you got a few more names here. You could look at some of these names and buy them slowly. and accumulate. So what we'll do now is we'll also look at positive sales growth here. You might see a lot of the stocks dropping off the moment you put this filter on here. There you go. Now you get even better candidates here with the positive sales growth. And we could even take it a notch higher and say low debt here, less than zero point 0.6. So now you get super strong candidates. I'm wondering why folks are shorting these stocks here with the nice sales growth, nice gross margin, and low debt ratio here. I would not be doing that, but I think some folks are doing it. You could buy these names here into this weakness and wait for a nice short squeeze. We could even say give me net positive margin, but if you do that, you will see a lot of these names drop off the list here. You will see very few names, and usually short sellers are a little bit afraid to short those type of stocks here. As you can see here, we got candy. I've been accumulating some candy at these levels. It's a great sales growth and gross margin, very low price stock. It's again Chinese based play here. You could accumulate some candy here. Even NLS, it's a fitness play here. You could buy some NLS at these levels here. Nice sales growth, nice gross margin, and company has not made is not a good performer. As you see here, it's down big time. But given it's down big time, nice sales growth, could be a nice play given there is a high short ratio. And we got few more like VC, DPW, CTRA, DAQ, TIGR all work here. You could even do PAGs and HIMAX also here. eHealth is a good one too, beaten down big time, now trying to come back here. So with that, those are the good place for you. You could buy those and take it from there. So now what we'll do is we'll turn this filter off here and look at high insider buying type candidates and go from there. We'll remove net margin also, and I think we'll keep the low RSI here so that we will look at low RSI and debt to equity ratio low. We'll keep those two filters and sort this by insider buying. All right, so we got insider buying, we want largest at the top here. There you go. Now we get, as you can see here, nice insider buys. Look here, we got MICT, very low dollar stock here, 265% insider buy. Has done great from a 1 year performance perspective, low debt on the balance sheet, and low RSI. You could buy some of these names here given short ratio. Let's see, short ratio is not too much, but I think it's okay to buy and accumulate and go from there. Then we got AEI. This one is a great home developer here. As you see here, stock is down big time. It's a founder-led company. I think if you hold this for a while, you could easily double your money. I think it's a good one to buy. Then you got a few more like DPW, BHG, and so on and so forth. Nice insider buy. I would I would focus up to maybe 10% or so. Even you could go like 7%. So some of these names like SRGA, you could buy this one. BDSI, given there's a nice sales growth. ATER, right now ATER also came down a little bit with the bigger market drop here. You could even buy some ATER at these levels and so on and so forth. And next what we'll do is we'll look at a nice institutional buy here. We'll sort it by good institution buy. There you go. So we want largest at the top here. Give it a minute. So now you can see here we got nice insider buys here. We have our debt margin low here, debt to equity low, and RSI low. These are the ones you could buy at these levels given institutions are buying. We got Sunlight, BBI, BTCM. BTCM, as you see here, low RSI here. You could take advantage of this low RSI, buy some BTCM, and we got a few more like CFMS and PAYU and so on and so forth. Look here, Digital Turbine. It's a great stock here. down now, you could buy some good stock like Apps Turbine and hold it. And as you scan through, we got a few more names here, all nice, nice institution buy here. Look, we got AEI also here with the nice insider buy, nice institution buy. I think this is a good one here. You could buy AEI and sock it away for a while. You could easily double your money. So with that, we'll look at a few more candidates here. What we'll do is we'll remove this sort here. Um, and sorted by sorted by high IB percentile. So for the folks who want to sell put options, you could take advantage of that list here. Let's say IB percentile highest at the top here. All right. Now look here, we got IV percentile, here, all high IV percentile at the top here. Typically, when you want to sell put options, you want price to be at least about $30, so that way you can get at least some good premium here and go from there. As we look through, we got still low debt, low RSI. Those are the good way to look at. We got volume greater than 1 million shares traded. Now you could sell some put options on stocks like Anaplan here. Nice 44 RSI here. Let's sort it again by IV percentile. So we get top high IV percentile at the top here. As you scan through here, we got IV percentile 99 for Anaplan, 96 for SITM, PAGS again high IV percentile. You could look at these names here. I would say if you don't go below 40, stay up to 40 here. You could sell some put option on these names here. Some of these are great names like GPN, PAGS, JD, all great names here. You could sell some put option here. If the stock price is super high like FIS here, you could even, if you're not comfortable selling naked put, you could sell some put spread here and make some money that way, a little more safely. So with that, these are great, place for you to sell some put option. Given high IV percentile, you will get some nice premium here, and given low RSI, meaning stocks are pulled back nicely, there is a room to run. That's how I would play the put options selling game here. Works better most of the times. So with that, what we'll do is we'll look at a few more things here and go from there. So next, one of my favorite indication is really John Carter's TTM squeeze indication. Let's look at TTM squeeze and see what we can buy. All right, let's put all these folks in hiding mode here. All right, so now we can see here we got again volume greater than 1 million shares traded. And let's also say we want squeeze here. All the stocks with nice squeeze. All right, so here you can see we got few stocks here. Let me turn off this filter, which is a little bit making it shorter. So we got all these great names here. Keep watching here. We got 1 day squeeze in some names. We got 3 day squeeze, 1 week squeeze, 1 month squeeze, and we got low RSI as you can see here. And typically, I like to buy, when IV percentile is a little bit low, so that way, it's better off that way. So you could look at IV percentile here. Some of these are super hot, like Anaplan here. You could buy a little bit, or you can pass this up. Especially don't buy call options when the IV percentile is high. But low IV percentile names like Dermtech here, you could buy Dermtech here. Got a weekly squeeze here, means it can go higher, for a couple of weeks. And then you got a couple more names as you scan through here. BNGO, Clover, all these have got low RSI here. You could take advantage and buy some of these names here. And even IV percentile is a little bit low from here onwards. You could basically take advantage here and buy some stock itself outright, or you can buy call option. if IV percentile is low, and take it from there. Now what we'll do is we'll look at a few of these major indices and see what we can make out. Let's turn this off here, the squeeze here, and let's also unhide these columns and go from there. All right, so next what we'll do is I always look at some of these major indices that will give me a very good idea. What we could do is we could look at Dow Jones Industrial Average to begin with, and let's see what we can buy in Dow Jones Industrial Average. So with that, let's go in here and look at one of our sorts here and take it from there. All right, so let's look at the index here. We want to first look at Dow Jones here. Let's look at Dow stocks and see if we can buy some Dow stocks into this weakness. So in the Dow stocks right now, we got two stocks which are low RSI candidates. RSIs 50, 46 and 50. You could buy some J&J and Intel at these levels here. J&J is trying to bounce off slowly. Even Intel is trying to turn around here. These two are good plays here. Given RSI is low, even debt to equity ratio is relatively low here. So out of 30 Dow stocks here, these two are a little bit in a position where we can buy. And now let's look at Nasdaq stocks and see if we can buy some Nasdaq stocks here and take it from there. So from a Nasdaq 100 perspective, as you can see here, we have few beaten down stocks we could buy here. I would focus on these names here. Look at JD.com here. RSI is 44. Insight, one of my favorite stock here. PIN keep watching here, or IV percentile is high for some of these names here. You could sell some put option, make some money that way too. And I got a few more like Zoom, PayPal, which is down big time, Baidu, Intel, Activision Blizzard, great stocks here. You could buy these stocks here into this weakness here. Even though QQQ is doing well, these names are in a fair value right now. You could buy these and go from there. And next what we'll do is we'll look at S&P 500, which is a little more broader ETF here, and see what S&P 500 stocks we could buy at these levels here. So with S&P 500, out of those 500 stocks here, we got few stocks which are in the fair value territory here with the low RSI and low debt to equity ratio here. Also with nice sales growth. You could look at these names here, Insight, FIS, these names. You could buy these, take advantage of this little bit downturn here and go from there. And next what looks like our market cap is a little bit restrictive here. Oh, there you go. Next what we'll do is we'll look at Russell 1000. Russell 1000 is 1000 big cap names here. Typically it's a good proxy for all the large cap stocks. Let's look at Russell 1000 to begin with and see what are beaten down in the Russell 1000 that we could buy at these levels. As you see here, we got few stocks which are common in Dow Jones, Nasdaq, Russell, as you might have noticed as of now. Look here, these names are great names here. Low RSI, as you can scan through here, and low debt ratio. And if the IV percentile is high, you could sell them put option and make some money that way. And many of these stocks have been a little bit dropped off of late. You could buy some of these stocks here and take advantage of this little bit downturn in these names here. Great names like XLX is a great one here. Right now down big time. You could buy that one too. Even Skyworks is a good one here. Low RSI. And few more names. As you can see here, we got Tulio, which is a great stock. Danaher, again a great stock here. And a few stocks have gone up a little too much here, like Signify. I will wait for a little pullback here. And even DoorDash has gone up nicely here. It's good to wait for a little pullback and then buy. On the other hand, stocks like SPCE here, Virgin Galactic, Richard Branson's company, right now RSI is 50. You could still buy some SPCE and take it from there. Upstart, as you can see here, it's been down big time. You could even buy some Upstart here and take advantage of this big downturn and take it from there. Next, what we'll do is we look at low price stocks here with the Russell 2000. That's one of my favorite way to buy and sell many times. Russell 2000 is a great proxy for small cap stocks. You could take advantage of this beaten down Russell 2000 stocks here, and many of these are low price stocks, as you can see here. Look here, Oxygen has come down nicely here. You could make some money buying some Oxygen, given there's a high short ratio in Oxygen here. And we got a few more names like NLS, high short ratio again. And we got Stitch Fix again, high short ratio. You could take a look at some of these candidates and buy them. And given there's a high short ratio, nice opportunity for short squeeze. I've been accumulating even Excel fleet a little bit. Take advantage of this drop off here, and even Oxygen and NLS. We'll see how it goes. It's a good way to buy. Some of these heavily shorted stock, they don't care where the market is going. They have some supply issue here with the people shorting those stocks. It's good to buy some of those names and go from there. As we scan through, we got a few more names here, all Russell 2000 low cap stocks here. You could take advantage of these names. And what we'll do is we'll turn this off here. And one thing many people ask me is really, hey, I want to look at the highly shorted stocks, but I want to look at low price stocks. Let's look at that scenario here and go from there. Let me turn this filter off here. Russell 2K. So many times folks want to buy this heavily shorted stocks. Let's sort this by heavily shorted here. There you go. And we also want low price stocks. So that way, you're not too much worried. Stock price is already low. It cannot go any more lower. I mean, sometimes it can, but it's a little more safer play here. Let's say less than $10 here, or say $12. Now you see all these highly shorted stocks with a low stock price. You could look at some of these names, and if you don't want to spend too much money buying high short ratio stocks here, look here, we got GoTo here, $2 stock here, nice high short ratio. DD, same story. App Harvest, same story here. App Harvest is trying to turn around after a long time. That's a good sign here. So you could buy some of these names here. All of them have got high short ratio and low debt to equity ratio, which is a good sign. Low RSI. You could also turn this up here, say gross margin greater than 10% here. Now you'll see a little more better candidates. You could look at those here. Look here, you got all these names here. You could buy many of these names. Given the stock price is super low here, you could buy them and take advantage of this short squeeze type scenario here. Keep watching here. Many of these have got nice sales growth, so that's a good play here. I would not go below maybe 9% or so. Stay a little bit higher here so that we can make some good money here. So with that, probably we'll wrap here and go from there. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.